Oh, so much. Except for Donald Trump's a piece of shit. Peace out, love you!
In America, there are 3 things you do not touch: guns, taxes, and Donald Trump. While the first 2 can land you in jail, the third can wipe out your reputation, career, and everything you've spent a lifetime building. For a man once considered a national treasure, Jack Black became the perfect example. Neutrality is a powerful asset, and his loss can cost a star everything. On July 14, 2024, at the ICC Sydney Theatre, during Tenacious D's second Sydney show, a single moment changed Jack Black's career trajectory forever. The tour, marking the band's return after over a decade, was expected to be a memorable milestone. But in mere seconds, a careless remark turned that dream into a nightmare, dragging Jack Black and Kyle Gass into a firestorm of controversy and exposing cracks in their once admired friendship. The incident occurred during a celebration of Kyle Gass's 64th birthday. On stage under glittering lights, Jack Black, with his signature grin, brought out a birthday cake and handed Gass the mic, playfully asking him to blow out the candles and make a wish. Expecting a silly, classic Tenacious D quip, the audience was stunned when Gass blurted out, "Happy birthday, dear Kyle. Happy birthday to you. Make a wish, Kate." Oh my God. Don't miss Trump next time. This was a direct and shocking reference to a near-successful assassination attempt on President Donald Trump the previous day, which had left 1 spectator dead and 2 others seriously injured, shocking America and the world. Gass's joke, though possibly rooted in his irreverent humor, crossed every line, igniting an unprecedented media crisis. Captured in a fan-posted video, the moment left the audience in stunned silence for a few seconds. Jack Black, standing nearby, appeared shocked. His smile froze, shifting to a visibly tense expression. The crowd, initially chuckling, quickly grasped the gravity of the remark as this video spread like wildfire online. Within hours, outrage erupted. Australian Senator Ralph Babet called Gass's comment disgusting and demanded the deportation of both Jack Black and Kyle Gass, stating that promoting political violence is unacceptable in any form. Australia's US Ambassador Kevin Rudd also expressed disgust, saying the joke made him sick and was indefensible given the recent tragedy. Today, we'll look at the sad downfall of a man once universally beloved and how one joke was enough to shatter his entire career in a matter of weeks. When a celebrity makes a political comment that you disagree with, do you separate their art from their message, or does it permanently change how you view them? At what point does a celebrity's personal opinion become a crash to their public image? Please comment down below. Also, here's the comment of the day. Shout out to Super Saiyan Alex. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was funny. I removed all the bullets from my Glock 19 because I was about to fucking kill myself. Born Thomas Jacob Black. In 1969, Jack Black rose to fame as a comedic star defined by his explosive energy and a unique ability to connect with audiences. He began with supporting roles in films like High Fidelity, but it was his breakout role as Dewey Finn in School of Rock that made him a household name. As a passionate but fake teacher, Jack Black delivered a character that was hilarious, heartfelt, and brimming with musical zeal, traits that would become the very foundation of his public persona. In 1994, he formed the band Tenacious D with his close friend Kyle Gass, creating a one-of-a-kind comedic brand that blended rock music with absurd and celebratory lyrics. This was not just a band, it was a testament to their enduring friendship and their shared goofy humor. A major turning point in cementing his public adoration came in 2018 with the launch of his YouTube channel Jablinski Games. With its unpolished, relatable, and chaotic style, the channel quickly amassed millions of subscribers, reaching 4.8 million in just 2 years. The channel showcased Jack Black as the fun uncle, clumsily playing games, cracking jokes, and sharing everyday moments with his son. Jablinski instantly resonated with millions, proving that Jack Black wasn't just a comedic actor, but an authentic person unafraid to embrace his silliness. The channel brought him closer to younger audiences and gamers, solidifying his status as a multifaceted entertainment icon. Jack Black carved out a unique niche, an artist who was not only funny, but approachable, self-deprecating, and a consistent source of joy. This warm reception marked the peak of his public image. But what fans couldn't foresee was that this national treasure was about to face significant challenges as a series of controversial actions and statements began to erode the carefully crafted persona built over decades. Authenticity, when it works, builds a powerful and loyal fan base. Around 2018, Jack Black faced his first wave of significant criticism. Not for a joke or a film, but for his public support of Autism Speaks. This charity has been heavily criticized by the autistic community and disability rights activists, who accuse it of framing autism as a disease to be cured rather than a natural human trait. Its history is fraught with controversial campaigns that stigmatize and harm the very people it claimed to help. Jack Black's support was not a minor misstep. It exposed a profound lack of sensitivity and responsibility in wielding his massive influence. He had performed at Autism Speaks fundraising events in 2013 and 2015, helping promote the organization. In 2018, he urged fans to donate via a Twitter post saying, "Let's come together to support Autism Speaks and help those who need it most," and included a donation link. On the surface, this seemed aligned with his fun uncle persona, always eager to spread positivity. However, his apparent ignorance of Autism Speaks' well-documented core issues made him a target of criticism. Initially, his fans were lenient, assuming he was simply unaware of the organization's problematic nature and was just trying to do good. The public's initial response was notably forgiving, a testament to the trust they had in Jack Black's inherently good-natured image. However, this forgiveness didn't last. As Jack continued supporting Autism Speaks without offering an explanation or an apology, disappointment spread. Critics argued that a prominent artist with a professional team and ample resources had no excuse to overlook the well-documented controversy surrounding the organization. The criticism targeted not just his actions, but his subsequent silence, which was seen as irresponsible and insensitive. This controversy marked the first time the public genuinely questioned Jack Black's harmless persona. He not only failed to acknowledge his mistake, but let the issue fade without any effort to make amends, planting the seeds of doubt about his authenticity and accountability. If this deep dive into the downfall of Jack Black has you eating popcorn off your man-tits, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue to create these commentary videos. Sometimes the most damaging mistake is the one you don't acknowledge. While the public was still questioning Jack Black's judgment regarding Autism Speaks, another crack in his public image widened as his political statements grew increasingly direct. For years, Jack Black had expressed political views, but always through a comedic and lighthearted lens. Projects like Tenacious D's 2017 song "This Government Totally Sucks" or his 2020 mask-wearing PSA video were entertaining, lightly satirical, and broadly palatable. These statements fit his humorous style and maintained a safe boundary between entertainer and political commentator, preserving his appeal across diverse audiences. However, starting in 2023, Jack Black shifted his approach, moving from humor to more direct, serious commentary on polarizing issues like the Israel-Palestine conflict and climate change. For instance, his remarks on the Israel-Palestine war drew heavy criticism, with some calling for a boycott of his projects. When he shared an image stating, "Climate change is a human rights crisis," the response was far from positive. Many fans felt betrayed, seeing him as just like every other preachy Hollywood star. A fan's comment summed it up, saying they loved Jack Black because he made them laugh, not because he told me how to think about politics. The tipping point came in June 2024, when Jack Black publicly endorsed a specific presidential candidate. A few days before, he said that his manager called him and that George Clooney and Julia Roberts wanted him to help the president, and that he was in and ready to help. Though not uncommon among celebrities, this move was the final straw for many fans. Some branded him a sellout, accusing him of abandoning neutrality to chase Hollywood's political trends. A swift backlash spread with calls to boycott his projects, including the Kung Fu Panda franchise, a brand long tied to his beloved family-friendly image. An informal social media poll showed 85% of participants saying they had lost respect for Jack Black. Though potentially biased, the poll reflected an undeniable reality. His public choosing of sides severely eroded his image as a unifying icon. A single, poorly timed joke can obliterate a lifetime of goodwill. Jack Black's response came swiftly, but instead of quelling the outrage, it fanned the flames. On July 16, 2024, he posted a statement on Instagram. He said that he was blindsided by what was said at the show on Sunday, and that he would never endorse hate speech or encourage political violence in any form. He then revealed that, after much reflection, I no longer feel it is appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. Consequently, all remaining shows in Australia, New Zealand, and 5 planned US performances were cancelled. Kyle Gass also posted an apology on Instagram, calling his remark highly inappropriate, dangerous, and a terrible mistake. But his later deletion of the post fueled speculation about his dissatisfaction with Jack Black's handling of the situation. The fallout extended beyond tour cancellations. Gass's management company, Green Talent, dropped him, leaving him professionally isolated. Meanwhile, Jack Black faced a new wave of criticism from fans who once saw him and Gass as symbols of enduring friendship. Many accused him of abandoning his 30-year friend to protect his personal image and rising film career, especially amid promotions for major projects like Borderlands and Minecraft. A Reddit user wrote that Jack Black chose money and fame fame over friendship, and that canceling the entire tour and leaving Kyle Gass to face the consequences alone is a deep betrayal. Another comment was harsher. Jack Black was once a symbol of loyalty and humor. Now, he's just a cold calculator, ready to ditch friends to keep his Hollywood seat. When a comedian's joke goes too far, the real punchline is often the fallout. Jack Black's crisis management became the focal point of criticism, not just for his haste, but for his perceived lack of empathy. Instead of defending Gass, his partner since Tenacious D's founding in 1994, or diffusing the situation on stage, he publicly distanced himself, emphasizing he was blindsided and uninvolved. To many fans, this was a manipulative effort to prioritize personal gain over long-standing friendship. If Jack Black was truly blindsided, why didn't he say something on stage? A fan questioned. He could have de-escalated the situation right then, but instead, he let Kyle Gass take the fall alone. His silence in that critical moment and the tour cancellation were seen as attempts to safeguard his film career, but they came at a steep cost: the trust of his most devoted fans. This not only hurt Kyle Gass, but shattered Tenacious D's image, a brand beloved for its goofy authenticity. The Guardian article noted that the band went from being a lighthearted comedic brand to being dragged into a consequential political controversy. Some argued he could have chosen differently, pausing the tour, publicly supporting Gass as a friend, and issuing a joint apology to calm the public. Instead, Black's clean break approach was seen as lacking empathy and loyalty. Jack Black didn't just hurt Kyle Gass, he hurt millions of fans who believed he and Gass were icons of unbreakable friendship, a Billboard commentary stated. Public opinion remained divided. Some supported Black's decision, viewing it as a swift moral condemnation of a dangerous remark. But most felt disappointed, not just by Gass's comment, but by Black's handling, which seems to prioritize self-interest. You know what they say? A friend in need is a friend indeed. And apparently, a friend with a viral joke is a friend you leave behind.